Hey guys, and welcome to Crash Ventures with Annette. In today's episode, we are going to talk about dental center turkey. But before I get into it, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, so let's get into it. Wheels up. So on February 22nd of this year, we traveled to Antalya, Turkey, to the Dental Center Turkey. So these are some things that you should know before you go, and some things are going to happen while you're there in the aftermath. So let's get into it. So we did research for at least a month and a half, almost 2 months. We did YouTube videos, we did TikToks, we did Google search, we did everything we could to find out as much information as we could on Dental Center Turkey. So once you decide to go, what you're going to do is send an email. Mostly all the correspondence with Dental Center Turkey is done via email. So you're going to email them telling them kind of what you think you need done, and they're going to respond with kind of like an estimate or a guesstimate, I'm guessing, within 48 to 72 hours. Keep in mind the time difference. I'm on Central Standard Time here in Texas, so there was a 9-hour difference for them. So when you do that, you want to make sure you have your passport. If you do not have your passport, do not even email them yet. Because, of course, passport time is taking longer, so you might as well wait. Because they're going to give you your date as soon as you send them your passport. And you will also have to have your flight arrangements. You have to have your flight booked to book with them. When you have that information, you send that in to them, and they respond back to you with your dates that you can come to Turkey. So once that's confirmed, they're going to ask you, do you want them to book your hotel and transportation while you're there? So they booked our hotel. We booked at the Ankara Accra Hotel. I'm sorry. The Accra Hotel while we were there. And it was a very nice hotel. It's Turkey's 4-star hotel. It was nice. The customer service was great. There was kind of a language barrier, but it wasn't bad at all. The food that was at the restaurant that was in the hotel, it was really good as well. So we did that. And for the transportation, they have a car that can come pick you up, a minivan sort of, that can come and pick you up from the airport if you choose them. It's $60 from the airport to your hotel, from your hotel to the airport. You can choose that, or you can choose a taxi, and it's $60 each way. We didn't know that, but when we were headed out, we learned that the taxi is only $15 to the hotel. It's 130 Turkish lira. So you can either choose to give them that $60 to ride in their fancy minivan, or you can take a taxi. We chose a taxi back. So we got that. So once you get all that information taken care of, you're going to have to get online. You have to get your form of entrance, an e-visa, and prior to leaving, within 72 hours, if you are not vaccinated, you will need to have a COVID test, a negative COVID test to enter into Turkey and to leave, to even get on your flight. Once you get there, even if you are fully vaccinated, you will need to take a COVID test to enter back into the U.S. So that was the information to get started, to get over to Turkey. We took Turkish Airlines. It was a very nice flight. They gave us a little pouch that had little slippers in it. It had all your sanitary stuff. It had a toothbrush. So they give that to you when you get on the flight. You do have a little small, I guess, dinner and breakfast. Depending on your flight time, you get 2 meals while you're on the flight, plus little snacks and stuff while you're on there. So the Turkish Airlines was a really good flight. So those were the things as far as getting there. Also, if you can, before you leave, just try and get your x-rays done with your dentist, just to kind of compare the x-rays, just to see how things are with that. So that is as far as going there. This was small. Not the bedroom.
ball.
So when we got to Dental Center Turkey, the car comes and pick you up pronto. They are on time. They are there for your, whatever time they tell you they're going to be there, they are there a little bit early. So you need to be on time as well. We got there at 6:35. The next evening, we got there at 6:35 for our x-ray appointment. We had our x-rays, our consultation, and they went over everything, including our style and color. So I received a BL2 and I wanted a natural. These are pretty much like my natural teeth shape if I had kept up with my teeth. The BL2 is not the bright white, is white enough for me. I didn't want mine like, you know, boom, you know, as soon as you smile, somebody see your smile. I just want to look like I took care of my teeth. They have the BL1 and they also have another one. We received the zirconium porcelain. So those were the ones that we chose. When you get there, you go in for your x-ray. They have either 3D or 4D x-ray. I can't remember exactly which one that was. You go in for your consultation. Summit was our representative, and he was very nice. Very good guy. He took care of everything. We ran into a few difficulties, which he handled promptly without an issue. So we did the exam and everything, and they also choose which doctor is going to do your work on that first day. So we did all that, and after that, we just went back into our room. The next day, we went back. It went really fast. We got there at 11:30, we went back, and they were boom, boom, boom. That's when they do your shaving, your impressions, you get your temporaries, you do all of that. For your shaving, they're going to give you injections in your mouth. My full mouth was not numb. My full face was not numb like people were saying their face from their nose down and all that stuff was numb. It was just my mouth was numb. The injections, they weren't too bad. I received, I wrote that down because I was counting them as she was doing them, 25 injections. And they were like little pokes just to get everything numb. They did the filing down. I did not feel any of that. The worst part about that second day was the impressions that they did to get the print for your teeth. They have this mold that they put in your mouth and they push up, and it has like prongs on top of it. So that was painful for me. I'm not sure how other people feel, but it was painful for me. So that was the second day. So after you finish the second part to get your shaving and stuff, they're going to give you a prescription to go to the pharmacy. The pharmacy is right next door to the dental center. So they give you a prescription for antibiotics, pain, and they give you a mouthwash. You're definitely going to need all three. So they give you those, and it was probably like $8 or $9. And between the two of us, we left at like 9 o'clock that night. Brushing my teeth was painful. It was painful after, once you let the pain pills or whatever, the injections start wearing off. It was a little bit painful. Once you get done and you get your temporaries, make sure you do not eat anything solid, please. Because you have to have these temporaries on for at least 2 days, depending on what day you go in, 2 to 3 days, depending on what day you start your procedures. So I had spaghetti, and these here, my temporaries here, they broke. They came off, and one of them broke. I chewed up, chewed it. They're very thin. They're very fragile. So you just have to be careful. Just eat like potatoes, or they had some really good oatmeal at the hotel. Just soft foods. Don't try and eat anything. I thought spaghetti was going to be soft, but that didn't do any good either. So don't even do that. So that was the full second day. You just have to make sure you take the antibiotic and make sure.
Zirconium is more stronger. If we try to apply a bridge with Emax, it's not gonna last. The cases we are still using, but you can see they are looking really great because there is a metal fuse inside and the top part is porcelain. Sometimes still we are using this to build a really long bridges, but for your case, for the bridge, we would like to use zirconium porcelain crown. Compared to metal one, it's a lot
So you want to make sure you take the antibiotics and the pain pills and use the mouthwash. So we just got back from having our teeth shaved. This was the first real appointment after our consultation. So my mouth is really numb. It's just my mouth. I know a lot of people said that their face was swollen up here, whatever, and their chin and all that, but it's just my mouth. I can feel my nose. I can feel my cheeks. It starts here. That the numbness. The filing was not too bad. The worst part about it was the to get your impressions. Whatever they use, it sticks like to the roof of your mouth and the bottom of your mouth, and that was kind of painful. But as far as the filing itself, it wasn't bad. I had to get like 32 injections for the pain total because the numbness started wearing off during the filing. The first was 26, and then she had to redo my bottom because the numbness started to wear off. So everything went well today. We go back Saturday to get our fitting. We have temporaries, which are replicas of your real teeth, and on Saturday we go back to get our teeth. So here are the temporaries. They look just like my teeth, just whiter. But other than that, today went well, and that's about it for today. So I'll be back with another video on Saturday once we go back and get our fitting for our teeth. All right, see you later. So on the day you go back to get your placement done, to get your veneers placed, they're going to numb you again. They're going to take the temporaries off, and your teeth are going to be very, very sensitive, even though they are going to numb it again. You're going to feel the air because they have to spray some air on them to get them dry, to put the cement and stuff to get it to stay. So that was uncomfortable as well. I'm not going to say it was extremely painful, but it was just a little discomfort. So the veneers are applied. You do a test bite. She's going to make sure you're biting down. The lady I had was Dugu, something like that. Duygu. I can't pronounce it, but that was her name. She was very nice, very patient, she was really, really good. I would recommend her if you could. So she's going to do your impressions and all that stuff. Make sure everything is looking right. You're going to look at them, make sure everything is right. And make sure once you do that, if there is anything wrong, let them know. Because once they fully place them, that's it. They're not going to take them off, none of that. So when they're doing your fitting, if you see, like I had to get some shaved down a little bit here and there, whatever, just to get my bite correct, make sure you do that before you leave, because you can't get it done once they cement them down. Once you're done, you're going to go back to your room, and they're going to give you another appointment for the next day. That's to test your bite. You know, you're going to go back and eat food and all that stuff. And I did notice that when I did that, I had to go back. She had to shave down a little bit of my side teeth. So make sure whatever you need to get done, you get done while there. We stayed an extra 2 days just to make sure everything was fine. So we just came back from dinner, and listen to them when they say, be careful of chewing when you get your temporaries, because look, I just had spaghetti. So I thought it'd be soft enough to chew, but it wasn't. It took off these 3 temporaries. I chewed one up, but these are the 2. So I would say definitely be careful what you get for dinner with your temporaries or breakfast or whatever until you get your permanents, because they will come off. So be careful. So also, when you pick out your color and your shape, be sure that's what you would like, because once they make your teeth, now I received the crowns, the full crown. I don't have the veneers. I have the full crown. Once they do your teeth, your final teeth, that's it. They're not going to change it, or you're going to have to pay extra for them to change it. So be sure that's what you want. So that was the experience. I can definitely say all of the staff was nice. They give you these cute little drinks or whatever that you can have while you're there. It was kind of busy a couple of the days, but that didn't affect our appointment times. If you're going to go out and go shopping, make sure you take your passport with you, because they do scan your passports and stuff to get into the malls there. If you're afraid of dogs, be prepared. The dogs are everywhere. The dogs are protected. They are just like our homeless people, except they get fed on the streets by their government. They provide a 5-year warranty, or they give you $100, which is not much, towards if anything happens here and you don't want to go back over there and get it fixed. They will give you $100 towards care at home. But there is a 5-year warranty. What else can I say? Make sure you carry your passports if you go out. So as far as how much it costs. So I received 25 total. That included 3 bridges. So my total cost just for mine was $6,435. Now because it was 2 of us that went, they gave us, I think, it was a 12% discount. So mine was $5,662.80. That was with the 12% discount if there are 2 of you that go. So I can definitely recommend Dental Center Turkey. Go over there. It's worth it. If you're paying $20,000, $30,000 here, you're not going to pay that much over there. If you can afford to pay that much here, save up a little bit, you can go over there and get it done. I recommend it. If you're looking for dental work and you can afford to go to Dental Center Turkey, then I would definitely say go. I highly recommend them. In hindsight, since I've had them done, it took probably 3 weeks, almost a month, for me to be able to completely bite down, because my gums were still sensitive. Other than that, I have not had any issues. When you first get if you have to get bridges done, because you didn't have teeth in those spots that the teeth were gone, your gum has, deteriorated. So I felt like I had kind of air in between. So I pointed that out to her before I left. But what she told me was, your gums have to now form over that bridge, which now I don't have any issues with it. I would recommend, if you are going to get these done, that you do get a water floss. Get a water floss. We didn't have a water floss at first, but it definitely helps. You would probably get one if you don't get dental work done. How about that? Because after you eat, you think you brush your teeth and you floss, but there's still stuff be in there. And it's get a dental floss, period. Dental work or not, get a dental floss. So Dental Center Turkey, Antalya, Turkey, go over there. I recommend them. I had Dr. Duygu. If you can get her, get her. Summit, he was a very good representative for us, and he was an advocate for us because we had some issues. So go to Dental Center Turkey. Get your smile back. I got my smile back. I'm happy. I love it. I love it. I don't regret anything about it. So like, comment, subscribe for more videos and content. See you later.